Hello, and welcome to the Weekly Scroll Podcast. My name is Ryan.
And I'm Johnny Six Fingers.
Hey, hello, I'm Stella Conji.
Howdy, I'm John Davis.
And you can tell by the introductions, this ain't a regular episode. For those in podcast land, this is another episode of In the Light of a Setting Sun, Ghosts of the Seirra Verde, written, run by, doing all the good stuff here with John, who is our judge right now. It's been a little bit. We had some scheduling conflicts, some new jobs and things like that, but we're back to have too many fingers and too big ears and no names, and try to remember what happened last time. I remember bandits, and that's about it. So why don't we just hop right in? And John, why don't you kick us off with however you want to, because this is your game.
Yeah, it's my game. It's my game, and nobody else's. No one else is allowed to play this game.
You're right. Never. Don't buy it. Don't back it.
Don't buy it. Don't back it. Nothing.
Don't go to Itch. Don't go to John Davis's Itch page and give money to him so we can get more of this at all. Links will be below.
I totally wouldn't appreciate that. But basically, you guys, having been tasked with getting the inoculation for Black Tongue, the smallpox epidemic at Black Tongue by Uncle Billy Credence, you traveled southwards to Fort Cotswald, having found that it's been overrun by bandits. Licking your wounds and like traveling eastwards, you found yourselves at Fort Appleside, which is where the survivors of Fort Cotswald have been holed up. Tasked with sort of a infiltration by Captain McKnight, you three are now in the back of a covered wagon with a Gatling gun. Is there any other sort of preparations you would like to go through? Any sort of questions you would like to ask before this assault on Fort Cotswald?
Did we end up seeing a doctor last time?
I believe you did.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I'm probably already healed. So.
Oh, because don't you have like a gut wound?
Yeah, I'm at 14 out of 47 luck. So
I think it was like, yeah, you're stabilized, not getting worse or anything, but you're not really getting that much. You're not going to get any better.
Right. I don't think we saw a doctor yet. I think we just talked to them. Oh,
no. That's what it was. Wasn't it like we used a first aid kit and that was basically the same as seeing a doctor?
Yeah.
So basically where you're at now is just healing, basically.
Cool. Great.
And we'll say it's been a day, so everyone who needs it, heal up. What is it?
It's your game, brother.
I know it's my game.
It's one game. Luck because we've been riding rough.
Yeah, that's right. It's one luck.
15.
Had a slant rhyme for it.
Hell yeah, like Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
So is there any other preparations we would like to go through? Any sort of like questions or anything that y'all have?
So the plan is we're going back to Cotswold with this Gatling gun and some more men, right?
Yeah, Gatling gun, some more men. I'll say you get 5 additional men with you in this covered wagon.
All right.
We're taking back their whole fort and they're just giving us 5 dudes?
And a Gatling gun. The most advanced bit of machinery and weaponry that we will probably ever get access to in Chabola County.
You would just think that they would send like the whole group with us, but I mean, it is what it is.
Well, if you want to argue that point with Captain McKnight, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck him. We got this.
Fuck it, we ball.
All right.
Now, we already figured out that they didn't have the vaccine, right? That they didn't take it from the last place. If it's there at all, it might be just in boxes in the old place, or did we ask about it?
I believe you asked about it, and it was pretty... I think you came to the conclusion that it's probably in Fort Cotswold still.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fucking do it.
Let's ride.
All right. You are... Let's see. How many hexes away are you?
We're only
You're gonna
one or
be like
two.
right next door, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah. So, with that being said, someone roll me a D100.
Aye, aye, Captain. That brings us to add to a roll. That's a 38.
38. All right, nothing happens.
Hmm.
You get there without incident.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
No more werewolf incidents.
No
Yeah.
more werewolf incidents. No weird cultists. Just a normal ride. So you end up approaching Fort Cotswald, and there's the gates are wide open once more, and there's about 2 or 3 of these bandits out front hailing you.
Hmm. Wait, so I got a question. Are we are the three of us who were just there in the covered wagon? And like the other fellas who've had like a few days away, are they the ones up front or?
Well, I'll leave this up to you. How do you want to do this? Like
Yeah, yeah.
how do you
I
want to?
think considering we've been gone for less than 12 hours, there's probably a good chance someone will recognize us. So I reckon we ought to be under the wagon and we should brief some of these
Hmm.
fellas on how to, approach these guys.
Mhm.
What do y'all think?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. What do you think the briefing should be for these boys?
Stand in front of us while we shoot stuff.
Yeah, so we're in a covered the Gatling gun's in a covered wagon, so it's not immediately apparent, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So we want to try to get in
Mhm.
to the fort.
Very
And-
Trojan horsey.
Yeah, we want to Trojan horse them, and then shoot them. I think that's the plan.
Okay, but what should we tell the guys to say?
That we're traveling merchants looking for a place to stop in.
No, fair enough. That does seem like a good way to get invited in.
Yeah,
They do love the prospect of stealing wares.
yeah, let's do that.
Alrighty. And
All right.
that there is of course, now that I think about it, a chance that upon hearing that they'll try to immediately uncover the wagon.
Well,
So
then
let's
we'll
just be
shoot
ready.
them. Yeah. I guess if it's all the same to anybody, I'll man the Gatling gun. You know, I'll be in the wagon. My stomach's still a little hurt. I'll be laying in the back of the wagon.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Well, you do have that extra finger for support too.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, really hold it steady.
Like Tyrone Rugen of The Princess Bride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you approach the gates of Fort Cotswold. You hear this muffled conversation between the bandits and the guy that you have manning the reins of the wagon.
Mm.
Yeah, you're let in to Fort Cotswold. No problem, none at all. There's no checking the wagon or seeing what's in the back. You're led straight in, and yeah. How do you want to go about this? Are you waiting for something to happen, or are you just going to start blazing as soon as you head in?
We should try to gather them all around as much as possible, right? Shouldn't one of us like maybe pop out and just be like, hear ye, or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's a great plan. Not me, because I'm the dumbest person in our party. But maybe somebody whose wits are higher.
Yeah.
That-
Big ears can pop up and be like, listen up.
Listen.
Yeah, if anyone wants to like attempt a like wits roll on this, I would give that to them. Like sort of gather everyone around.
Yeah, not me.
Well, I've got a wits of exactly 6, so I reckon.
I got 3. Ryan, where you at?
On my wits, let me get my character sheet up. I got You have a 3 in wit?
Yes.
I have an 11.
There you go. Smartest guy in the party. Gather them around.
What?
Do the thing.
Now I'm asking a dumb question because it's been a while since we played this. I have 2 numbers. What is 14/2, 8/8/2, 11/2 mean?
That was your lowest roll, which means that's what you add to the various saves.
That's it. That's what it is.
Oh,
Yep.
there you go.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Wits is 11. So,
All right, so we roll in.
yeah, we roll in, and yeah, God, we gotta gather these guys around. Does the Gatling go 360?
Yeah, sure. I'll say it does.
Nice.
Okay, because if not, I would try to direct him towards the area of fire. And we should have interlocking fields of fire. So like, I'll go this way, you go this way, and we pan like this, you know?
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. So, I guess I should try to gather them all in. I assume some of them are like coming up to us anyway. Can I have just like a little slit in like the covered wagon part and have like an eye like kind of peeking around and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, you look out and you can see a good few are gathering around, but there's a lot that are still just lounging about.
What did they say to get us in again? That we got like alcohols or something?
It said you were traveling merchants, is what I remember.
There we go. Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna hop out. So covered wagon. So there's 2 dudes driving in the front with the horses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna hop out and kind of like step between them. So like, you know, I'm kind of like standing up where they're sitting, and I'll just be like, hear ye, my good men. We got
Offer free liquor.
booze. Yeah.
Is what you say, you have booze?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, roll me a wits check.
So,
D20 under 11, you said?
yeah. Do we get any advantages or anything? No?
I don't know. It doesn't seem very advantageous in this.
Yeah.
That's very true. Let's see what happens here.
If we fail, turns out they're both bandits and Protestant teetoters.
Some bitch.
Okay.
Do I have now this is an important thing. Do I have any like a renown situation where I can do something good there or
That
push
adds
this
to your
and-
roll.
Yeah, it adds to your roll.
That's not good then. All right. Well, then I failed that.
I'll give you this. There's a good few that are gathered around already. There's going to be some that are lounging about. They sort of are not paying you any attention. But you have a good crowd that is gathered around you, just regardless. But
Gotcha.
that being said, they have closed the gates behind you.
Sick. Dope. Awesome. Great.
They probably haven't been able to repair the dynamite hole, but that's in a little bit of a secluded spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
So
keep that in
you
mind.
have a point of exit if things go south.
So I'm just like, booze, booze. I think this is bigger crowd we're going to get, guys. Oh, I rolled a 14 for Podcast Land.
Yeah.
Well,
So
14 ain't under 11, is it?
so if you gather
No.
right, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I start blasting.
Okay.
As I see that they're not anymore going to come, since I'm standing up over the covered wagon, I just want to grab the tarp off the top and real dramatically like whip it off and like throw it onto like a bunch of the dudes, whatever. So the whole wagon's like uncovered.
Hell yeah, yeah. Very what's that movie? A
Bullet for the
Fistful of Dollar
General?
style.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, you do so, and I'll just give you this: you get a round of surprise on them.
Mm.
Let's see, where is morale? Yeah. So someone roll me. Whoever's manning the Gatling gun, roll me reflexes with the Gatling gun.
All right. Then I reckon that's you.
I fail.
You fail.
Oh, shit.
Luckily, with a Gatling gun, you're still going to hit some, just with reduced damage. Roll me a d20 with disadvantage.
Now, now you said we get surprise. Do we get advantage for the surprise, or is it just a round where they don't get to shoot back?
It's just a round where they don't get to shoot back.
Okay. All right.
15 because this is a roll under game. Well, I guess I rolled a 15 and 6, so and disadvantage for this situation.
Yeah, disadvantage. It's damage, so it's going to be the lower roll.
6.
So you do 6 damage. You managed
Miss
to
with a
wing,
Gatling gun.
managed to wing a few of them.
Yeah. I'll wing him again.
I'll wing them again. I'll do
Maybe
it.
maybe like
I
as you
swear.
fire the first time, it's like too much, and it just kind of like
Get a little
like
kick to it, you know?
yeah, before you get the recoil under control.
Now, this is going to be a skirmish because there's a lot of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we're going to the skirmish itself. Who is the leader of this ragtag team?
Of us?
Yeah.
Not me.
What stat is the most important for the leader?
Well, it depends on what you're doing. Just considering you're using the Gatling gun, I would say reflexes.
Yeah. Well, I
I got
got 13. I think I'm the best
That's
shot
you.
here.
Yeah. I got an 8 on reflex. It's my only score that's not in the double digits. So it sounds like Martha.
Yep. Martha's in
I
charge.
think you were the leader. Yeah, you were the leader when we did the skirmish with the boys outside of that town, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right.
I do well under pressure.
That's what it is.
All right. And hey, it's your go.
All right.
Roll that reflexes for the Gatling gun.
Alrighty, will do. Well, nevertheless. For the podcast.
Still get damage for
listener.
disadvantage. Yeah. They rolled a 20
Yeah.
from their
About the worst you can do. Well, 9.
Hey, 9 damage is nothing to shake a stick at.
That's true. But it could have been 20 damage.
Could have been 20 damage.
You rolled 2 20s.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to do math.
2 20s in a row is a 1 in 400 chance, but considering that I rolled 3 220s amongst that, I think it's actually still a 1 in 400.
I like how John's like, I gotta do math, and you start fucking saying numbers.
All right.
I memorized dice probability.
It's their go, but because you've already hurt them pretty considerably, they're going to roll morale. So someone roll me a d20.
I got it.
Oh yeah. 17.
17.
Okay. So as you're sort of firing at these guys, you notice a lot of them are streaming out of the dynamite hole of the fort.
We should have kept like 2 guys there shooting.
It seems like their numbers are faltering. Do you want to keep going, or do
Hell
you want
yeah.
to? Okay.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Guy shot me in the stomach. I'm not stopping until there's none left.
Well, it's not going to be hard because a lot of them are running off. Let's do one more go. Martha,
Alrighty.
roll for that Gatling gun.
I'm rolling. God damn, rolling high, 17.
Disadvantage.
Alrighty. Five damage.
Yeah, there's not a lot of them left. The Gatling gun's nasty.
Nice.
And
yeah.
someone roll me a d20 again for their numbers.
5.
Wow, okay. They actually the remainder actually hold fast against y'all, and they're going to attack.
Oh shit.
Yeah, someone roll me a dodge save. I guess it would be Martha because
Yeah.
she's the leader.
12, that's a success, baby.
All right, nothing happens. All right,
Woo!
Woo!
someone roll me a d20.
I've rolled enough T20s. Yeah.
I'll do one.
And you
With
got
a
the fancy
6.
fancy
I got the-
Western woodens.
Yeah, pretty Western wood, you know.
Yeah.
It seems that the ones that are remaining are like the leaders, like the top brass of these bandits. So they're like really like hammering it home to you guys. So Martha, another dodge save.
All right, we'll do. That's an 8. That's a success.
Hell yeah! All right, y'all are doing pretty good.
Yeah. All right, as this goes around, I'm gonna yell out at the top of my lungs. You have 2 options about you right now: die or flee.
All right, roll another d20.
All right, we'll do. That's a 12.
Seems they take the flee option. The last of them stream out of the fort, with leaving y'all in a silent courtyard littered with bodies.
Yeah, fuck, there's blood everywhere. It's a grisly display, ain't it?
Absolutely.
Oh boy. Well,
I start kicking a couple of the bodies, you know, like purely in rage for the wound I suffered earlier.
yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone, like, hey, I reckon there's good chance there's some people still in the fort so we still gotta be prepared.
We want to pair up, split up, and what's it called when?
What we gotta make sure is we ain't on the receiving end of this Gatling gun.
Very true.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say we probably ought to, like I'm assuming like it's a situation where like all the ammo is like in a box or whatever, and you can. I reckon we ought to start. Someone's got to start carrying that box. We got one of the 5 fellas. Maybe we could.
Yeah. One of them will haul the box around, or we can just leave a couple guys right here on the cart.
Why don't we leave
Yeah.
a couple and they can fire off as they see people?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah,
8 of
let's-
us. We could leave 2 and still have 6 people. Us 3 and 3 of the dudes.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, 2 groups of 3 will just go through and clear the rest of the fort.
Okay, so leaving 2 dudes.
Mhm.
Or 3. Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, you go through the rest of the fort, and it seems like a lot of the dudes who are in here that or left are like not the fighters of the bandits. It's a lot of sickly guys, a lot of captured ranch hands and stuff that were forced into servitude for the bandits. So you don't
Some of the guys injured from our explosion from a few days ago.
Absolutely. Cool. So you don't get much fight left these guys.
I just start executing the injured ones, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, we do. Well, we ought to at least ask their allegiance, right?
Yeah, no, the ranch hands and the people forced in servitude, absolutely. But the ones who are clearly like injured from the explosion and like all beardy and bandity, I'm just killing them. So they shot me in the stomach. They almost killed me. You know, my character is now completely changed as a person from this experience. You know,
he's way more bitter.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the first time he ever got fucked up.
He's actually in really genuine pain right now, and probably will be till the day he dies from his injuries. So, yeah.
All right.
I know it's dark. I'm sorry.
You're probably going to be named something like Sour Johnny instead of Six Fingers.
Sour Johnny.
And No Name will still not have a name, but
No Name, you're actually looking through the fort, like sort of like going from room to room, when you come across some crates in one of the barracks.
I would like to open said crate.
Yeah, you do so, and in there, like swaddled in like packing material, that like straw that they used to pack stuff in crates, are
Uh-huh.
like boxes of vials.
Does it look vaccine-y?
It definitely does. You can read, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can read like 3 languages or
The
6
only one who can.
or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it definitely says smallpox inoculant on the
Sick.
boxes.
There we go.
Hey y'all, I found the vaccine.
Oh, well, let's get. I'm surprised how well this went. I was expecting more of a fight.
Well, you bring Gatling gun in and really,
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't
Who's
much
going to
of a-
fight against that?
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I know one thing for certain. If I was facing down the barrel of a machine gun, I'd certainly not want to be facing down a barrel of a machine gun.
Very reasonable,
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did we find anything else of interest while we're kind of going through this place
Let's find out.
and
why don't
looting
we?
a little bit, an appropriate amount of looting?
Appropriate amount of looting.
The real question is how
right
much of the
amount.
looted stuff is from the soldiers and how much is from the bandits.
And it doesn't matter.
Let's see. You get to roll on the loot tables for asking.
Love a loot table.
Yeah. Someone roll me a d4.
Alrighty, that'll do. Roll. That's a 3.
You found $300.
$300
Hell
dues.
yeah.
I'll roll this one.
That's so many fucking dollars.
600. 600.
I love it's like an OSE loot table. It's like, yeah, you find like 3 magic items and 40 pieces of jewelry.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone roll me a D100 4 times. Give me the 4 numbers.
4 times? Okay. Here's 1. First one's gonna be 58.
58.
Here's 2. The next one is
40.
40.
yeah, 40, I guess.
Oh, we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And then someone else do the last 2.
Aye, aye. That is 69.
Nice.
And not many people know this, but that's the weed number.
Sure.
And 59.
59. All right. Do some quick math here.
87, 29.
No. You find 5 blocks of ivory.
Oh.
You find 20 rations of preserved fruits.
Sick.
Ooh.
Someone writing this down.
I was gonna say, someone write this down.
Yeah, I'll be right. Wait, where's my pencil?
Okay, I got it. How many pieces of ivory again? I'm sorry, 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah, 4 blocks of ivory.
And then how many rations? Sorry, I'm blanking already.
20.
20 rations.
300 buckaroos.
I got the dollars, yeah.
dollar bills.
You find 20 sacks of crop seeds.
20 sacks of what?
Crop
Crop
seeds.
seeds.
Crop seeds.
Wheat, barley, the stuff of that nature, I presume.
The ilk. Oh, and here's a fun one. You find 20 doses of opium.
Nice. Let me
You
phone
never-
that down.
Yeah. Just like entirely limp over your horse. Just
Do we find our horses?
Yes, you do find your horses.
Oh, thank God.
They didn't eat them.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah, they ain't French.
And finally, we'll see how many doohickeys you found. You found one doohickey.
One doohickey.
What about a thingamajig?
No thingamajigs.
Just doohickeys?
Just
What about a
doohickeys.
whatchamacallit?
None of those either. Someone roll me D100.
I got it. That's a... Why did it do that
96.
way? Yeah.
I mean, that works.
96.
We got a 69 and a 96. 96 is when you rub butts together.
Would you rather... Okay, in that case, if we're going with 69, you get a talisman.
No. It's a 96. It's a 96.
It's a 96, okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying that Stella had previously rolled a 69.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Roll me a D20.
Ba-ba-ba. That is a 1.
So if one time we
okay.
rolled low this entire time.
You found this, like, bowl of red powder. You don't know what to make of it. And I'm just going to give you this. It's addercorn.
Mm.
And what this does is it gains you passage to Hypogeia.
Oh.
Forgotten Hypogeia.
That's I mean,
So, like, super
The
drugs?
Sort of, yeah. Super
I mean,
drugs.
if I could pull back the curtain, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that my lady would know about that in particular. But isn't that the land under the land where the ghouls come from?
Maybe.
Yeah, fair
Oh.
enough. I remember something about that. I know that there's a secret underground ghoul kingdom somewhere here.
Just like real life.
That's such a
Well,
cool word that I'm going to steal.
Well, the thing is, this is set in not California. So, like, the big difference is instead of like our local politicians being all the ghouls, it's the mole people who are the ghouls in this one.
Mm.
All right.
Interesting.
So you did some looting. You found the vaccine. What happens now?
Wow,
I think we need to get this fucking vaccine and all of our goods back to Black.
yeah, we gotta make sure.
Throw deuces and roll. And we're keeping this Gatling gun. Fuck them. They only sent 5 dudes.
Well, before you leave, Captain McKnight does show up. He wasn't too far behind y'all, but he does mention, I'm a man of my word. I promised y'all some land in Cibola County if you do this for me.
Absolutely.
That is true.
Let's see. And Stella, he's going to point out on your map a little bit of land at 2940.
My map don't got numbers, so I don't.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Sorry. Let me look this up real quick. I'm the one with numbers. That's right.
Yeah.
What? I don't have a folder.
Yeah. Have you been to Copper Creek yet?
Copper Creek.
I don't think
I-
so.
I think you have.
Yeah, no. I think
Oh.
we have. Yeah, ain't it north of Flatville?
Yes,
I'll-
directly north of Flatville.
Yeah.
Okay, he points to directly northwest of Copper Creek, where the Black Tongue River splits. That is your piece of land.
Yeah. All right. Okay, sweet.
Oh, shit. I have one that's got numbers on it. You said 2940?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Is it? I don't know. Huh.
Well,
Is it
I
in
got it marked.
Cibola?
Yeah, it's in Cibola.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Huh.
Here in Cibola County.
That's nice. We got water. We got nice
Yeah, yeah.
green. Yeah. I don't know if everyone has a map that I have, so I didn't want to say what I see in 3040, John.
What do you see in 3040? Oh, well, you know, it might be okay. Who knows?
Gotcha. All right.
All right, so heading back to Blacktongue, is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I think so.
Indeed, yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Should we, like, because this is like wrapping up, we're getting close to the end. Should we just like hand wave the travel back, or should we go through it, the whole ordeal?
I really like the idea of us getting fucked up by other bandits on our
That's
way
fair.
back.
That's fair.
I always like a Western with an unhappy ending.
All right. Well, in that case, someone roll me D100.
Aye, Captain.
Why don't we split the difference and do like half the travel back?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
There's a chance that no good deed goes unpunished.
Are we? Did we actually get the Gatling gun, or was the army like, nah, we're taking that back? Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the army's like,
No.
you serious?
Yeah.
All right. Well, 54.
54. Nothing happens.
Ooh.
Let's say we do like maybe 5 encounter rolls. How's that? And then you're back in Blacktongue.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
Roll me another D100.
Alrighty. 42.
You wouldn't guess
Damn,
it. Nothing happens.
All right, no name. I reckon you ought to roll.
Why last time did it not give me? Oh, I don't think mine have tens. That's what it is. Hundreds. Mine are just two. My specific dice are 2 tens. 65.
65.
When I'm 64 plus 1. 65.
You're traveling along. It's about noon now, and traveling ahead of y'all are about 6 men, 6 burly men, traveling along the road with pickaxes over their shoulders.
I say we just blow by him if we can. Tip our hats and keep going.
All right.
I'm gonna do something a little silly. I'm gonna roll
Okay.
a wits check. All right, I ain't smitten with one of them.
I mean, they are burly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they shirtless?
Some of them are, yeah.
Nice.
I'll do like a woo woo as we go by. I can't whistle. So.
We're catcalling the miners.
Yeah.
A lot of them start yelling at you in a language that you don't understand, unless someone takes Cornish.
I'll take Cornish. I'll take half a point in Cornish so I can understand it.
Yeah, they're saying very, very rude things to the three of you, like
rude,
things that I
like...
can't repeat here.
Oh, I only say compliments back to them also in Cornish.
They look surprised at you.
Big pickaxe you got there.
Like, your mother seems like they raised a good son, things like that.
Damn. Polite cat calling.
Yeah.
All right.
Funnily enough, grew up in Placer County in California, and there was Placerville, and but also there was Newcastle, named after the town in northern England. But surprisingly, a large amount of Cornish people were there in particular. I feel like they should have named it after a place in Cornwall instead of the north of England. But it is what it is.
Yeah, but the Cornish don't want to even be in Cornwall, so
That's fair enough. Yeah.
let's be real here.
I didn't say it.
Yeah. I mean,
But why didn't someone roll me that third encounter roll?
I think I'll do this one
yeah.
with my luck, you know.
60.
60, I guess. I would argue that that's actually just 50 because you don't add the dice together. So,
Well, it has
or
it
it's,
has
or
numbers
it's 51.
it has numbers in the chat. So
Yeah, I disagree with them.
There are 7.
D100s will never not fuck me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can read them so many different ways, and everyone reads them a different way. It's like there's no like agreeance on how to read them.
There should just be, instead of 2 10s, it should be a 10s die and a 9 die.
Well, so like my D100 at home has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 on one die, and the other one has 1 to 9 and then a 0. So I just count the 0 as a 0, and then everything else is 1 through 9.
What's your 0 0 on your hundreds die though? Because 10 to 90 is still only 9 numbers.
Oh yeah, so it's 0 0 on the hundreds die.
yeah.
So the question is, how do you roll 100? 0 0 0 0?
You don't.
0,
You
0, 0?
roll 0 to 99 or 1 to 99
Yeah, 0 to 99 would be correct.
or 0 to 99. Yeah.
But why would you ever roll a 0?
Well, sometimes things read triple zeros as 100.
Yeah. Depends how the game's written. I like when the game it says use D100. Here's how it's read at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Mothership does that.
Yeah,
That's the only
Mothership
game
does
I
do
can
that.
think that does it now. But although I don't read a lot of D100 games, maybe Call of Cthulhu and other basic role playing does it. Like who gives a shit? Lost in the
No, it's
weeds.
a 50.
We gotta
60.
Yeah, so 7 robed figures are by the roadside, hailing the 3 of you down as like these white robes.
yeah.
Do we see any
White
symbology
robe,
on them?
Moons.
Moons.
Yeah.
Moons. Maybe they like to go to Hypogea. Yeah, we'll just roll by and just blow the dust in all their faces. Safe trip. No. Are we stopping y'all or?
I don't know. Are we stopping?
They don't seem Christian.
So we got them down. No,
Yeah.
we'll stop. I mean, there's no point rolling encounter tables if we're going to ignore every encounter. So we'll say hi from a distance. Howdy, y'all. Nice robes. They seem comfortable.
Thank you, brother. Yes, they are quite airy. Tell me, have the 3 of you basked in the lunar essence of the lunar eclipse?
No.
Yes. Well, how about the 3 of you join us in the town of Holy for one of our congregations?
That's the one that's due
Holy
south
City.
of Dry Hill, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we encountered these folks before. Just like, oh well, we were actually meant to be on our way to there before, but we got caught up in some trouble. We're doing some good stuff. The town of Black Tongue, plagues came through. We got I'm gonna point to that. We got the vaccines for them. We need to take care of.
Vaccine for Black Tongue?
Yeah, we got to take care of our fellow man.
Why would you tell them that?
Listen,
we'll be taking that vaccine.
God fucking damn it. Why did you tell them that?
Let's just race. We're on horses. They're walking. We just race off.
Yeah. We ride off.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you ride off.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah.
Figures, don't
shit,
tell the people what precious goods we are carrying. Do not volunteer that information.
We'll take that. It's like, you won't. And we're just like
No, you
riding
won't.
away.
Later.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they didn't have guns.
Yeah.
Probably.
You say as I ask for a reflex or for a dodging save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want us to do dodge save?
Nah, I won't have you do it.
All right. They ain't armed. They just
Holy
weird.
men with guns. Yeah.
Yeah. Hollowed out Bible with a, gun inside.
Opens up the Bible, pulls a gun out of like a space inside, and starts shooting.
It's. I don't think it's done often, but I always go apeshit when I see it done. It's just a great visual gag.
Yeah, it is.
Fair.
Okay, so you return to the town of Blacktongue, and we should have been doing this the entire time, but I totally forgot about it. Every time you enter into a new settlement, you roll your renown die, and that's when someone comes up to you and challenges you to a duel.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do it.
Everyone roll your renown die.
Alrighty.
I rolled a 12.
I
we
rolled
all
a 10.
still have. We also have 20s, right?
Oh, you have a D12 renown already?
Yeah, because
Nice.
I went to blind that Romanian werewolf.
Yeah, I remember that.
12.
All right, no duels had this day. But you return to the town of Blacktongue. What is the first thing that you do?
We're screaming from the hilltops. We got the vaccine.
Oh, wait, no, we need to go take him to that guy specifically who also has our guys on his staff.
Oh yeah, because we did have didn't we like pay him $10 so he would then pay us 15? I recall that being the case. Cause he's just like, why should I trust you? I was like, here, I'll put money on the line.
Oh, maybe, yeah, something like that.
I remember it very clearly.
It's been a few weeks.
Yeah.
I want my money back.
Well,
Okay.
wasn't he going to give us hundreds of dollars?
I think, did I write down how much he's going to give us? Hold on. I did not write that down. I wrote everything else down. Apparently not that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go back to Uncle Billy Credence, head of the consortium, and I didn't write down how much he was going to pay us.
Anybody remember?
Game Master, come up with a number. Just make up a number.
Let's say he'll let you keep your mounts.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's say that.
Yeah, I think it was payment in mounts and then $5 atop that.
A mount or two.
Yeah, and let's say let's say 500 to split between the lot of you.
Ooh. Got pair of men, too, don't forget.
Yep.
Oh, they've had jobs the whole time, remember?
Yeah. They're still our men, though.
Yeah.
Do we
Those are my
remember
boys.
what episode we talked to Billy in? Was that episode 1?
No, it was episode 2.
Yeah, it was episode 2, I think.
Yeah, this is episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Ryan's scrubbing through the episode real quick.
yeah. This is the one benefit of being the only recorded actual play.
Yep.
Turn y'all down just a second.
I was fine with what John
I mean,
said.
I reckon it don't
I
matter
think I
that-
gave you a better deal.
I'm good with
Yeah.
500.
I mean, I reckon it don't matter that much because, I mean, what else do we have to do? This campaign.
I agree. I'm set with
Probably.
just John. Let's just get it. We'll keep the forward momentum.
Yeah, I'll take the 500. 500 sounds good. Yep.
All right. See, deal. Yeah. So yeah, you like Billy Credence, he's like a man of his word. He's like, "Ooh wee, y'all should took your time," and he slaps the money down on the barrelhead, and the town gets inoculated.
Yeah, hell yeah. We're
did
we're
it.
gonna be telling stories about the bandits and all that.
Oh,
We're heroes.
for
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the werewolf. We're gonna tell a story about the werewolf too.
Yeah,
Oh
don't
yeah.
we have like the chain still with like the Romanian writing on it, and you got that gut wound?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got all this crazy shit. So, with that being said, who wants to do some carousing in town?
Oh, dude, I'd love to carouse.
Yeah, just a wee bit of carousing.
right,
How's that
so-
done? Is that a
So how this works is that when you choose to carouse, you spend a randomly determined amount of money
Cool.
based upon settlement size.
Mm.
The next morning, your exploits are the talk of the town when you awaken, increasing your renown. That's the benefit of doing carousing. If
Fucking
you spend
love carousing.
if you spend more than you have, you are indebted to someone in unsavory.
I was sick.
The
Did we
same way
split
the
up our
word-
$800 yet?
No.
Yeah.
We should split that
let's-
before we carouse.
Yeah, well, let's split it. Also,
Can we sell the ivory and all that stuff too?
You can.
I reckon with something like that, we ought to sell it at a bigger town.
You're
where
right.
you can
That's very
probably
true.
get
That's very
better
true.
I feel like
price.
that's probably a good plan.
But also, ain't I mean, we got the money, but ain't we still indebted to someone named what was it, Lulu Harrington?
I think you two are.
Lulu Kruger.
Lulu Kruger. That's it.
I like it's
we-
funny because I have it written down next to my character sheet for debt. And Stella, every time you've said their name, you've said a different name. And they've all been like really, really close.
Well, yeah. Once all this is said and done, I'll go through all the episodes and see all the ways I've fucked up Lulu Kruger.
And each will be a new NPC in one of your adventures.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, when I make that water dispute adventure.
Hell yeah.
Well, if we split it evenly, we all get $267.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah.
All right. And being that this is a town, the carousing is D6 times $100. So you have a good chance of being in debt with this carousing, but that's part of the fun. You increase your
Yeah.
renown. And
Wait,
you get in
D6
debt.
times 100 for each of us?
Yes.
All right, I'm in.
Oh, fuck.
$100,
Son
baby.
of a bitch.
Hell yeah. All right. Increase your renown by to a. Do you have a D20 right now?
I do.
So increase that to D12.
All
Hell
right.
yeah, brother.
One,
Also
all
another
right.
Fuck you.
100.
Because you know I'm going to roll a fucking 6. God damn it.
Increase your renown to D10.
I am a D10 kind of gal. 500. Hell yeah.
Wait, so we just got 500 from Uncle Billy Credence,
Yeah,
right?
500 to split between the lot of us.
Well, we still have $100 to split between a lot of us, so we can just burn that 500 right now. We still have $100 left, though, plus whatever you had in your inventories for your personal cash.
Personal cash right now, I got $167.
Yeah,
Are you
so
saying you
we're
guys are
fine.
going to cover my shit?
Well, that money we just got is.
Yeah.
And then we still have the 300 from. So we had made
Nope.
$800 before we sold anything.
Yeah, and we just spent 700 of it. so we have
$700
$100.
carousing. So we have $100 left between us.
Well, other than the money we all already had on this individually, because I still had 25.
$60. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
Ryan,
33
increase your
plus
renown.
60. Damn.
Yeah.
How did we carouse for $700 worth of in this fucking tiny little plague-ridden town?
So you got to remember, this is a silver town.
Mhm.
So this is like, it's a pretty booming town. It's probably the biggest town around, like, for a while. And $700 is a lot, but you got to remember that
we were gambling and drinking.
you're gambling
Yeah.
and drinking. Yes.
I'd like to imagine that Martha did not do any gambling, but did repeatedly buy drinks for the whole bar.
Yes. That's another thing that will get you.
Yeah.
Ryan did the most gambling and lost the most. So I feel like you were just
Obviously.
in one of those holes
Yeah,
where you're like, no, just a little bit
entirely
more.
sober.
Yep.
Entirely, exact
Yeah.
inverse. Entirely
Yes.
sober, lost it all gambling.
Definitely, just exactly what Johnny said. Just like, if I just do one more, I'll get it all back.
I have a system.
And I didn't. Yeah,
Did you increase your renown, Ryan?
I did. Yeah.
Cool. D12 renown.
I reckon I've come to this conclusion. I think Martha only bets on horse racing
Oh yeah.
because she likes
feel
the
like I
pretty
was-
horses.
I feel like the deeper I got, the weirder it got. And I got to some back room where people like cockroach racing or some shit, and I just like kept losing, you know.
Fuck yeah.
Watching genuine certified rat races.
He's just playing Pharaoh all night, like, shit.
Fucking the
Shit.
worst card game.
Yeah, it's
It's-
awful.
When I worked in LA, I knew these people that would go watch turtle racing.
That
Well,
sounds
it's-
pretty fun.
It's riveting.
Yeah.
So
That's actually sounds pretty awesome.
I got friends real big into pig races.
Yeah, pig races are big.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
Do we inoculate ourselves just in case we were like making out with someone with smallpox last night? Is that how we're doing
Yeah,
this?
absolutely.
All right, cool.
You're all
Free
you're all,
inoculations. Yeah.
yeah, you're all inoculated up.
nice.
All right. Well, that's
We did it. Woo!
we inoculated the town of and we still came away. I have $93.50.
Well,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
Sounds like a success to me.
And we still have all that ivory, and
right.
I
Well,
got
4
witch
pieces.
nails and a horse, and we got
Yeah.
like 8 dudes still.
yeah. I reckon if we wanna sell the ivory, we can probably get good prices if we go all the way to Dalton City.
We
How
can
far
make
is
that the
Dalton
next.
City?
Dalton.
Let me pull up the map.
Well, you
I
know
don't
we gotta
think Dalton
stop.
City is even in Chibola.
You know we gotta
No, it's
stop
not.
through.
Yeah, and that's kind of
Holy.
why that's kind of why I said it, because I reckon if we start on anything more, we might extend the campaign a fair deal. And
Well,
while I do want to keep playing, I do know this
Oh,
was
yeah.
only supposed to be a short thing.
I feel like we're probably gonna be wrapping up Setting Sun, and then maybe moving on to Hammers.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is a good campaign stop. We have our characters though, so we can always pick it up again in the future.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I also think, I mean, Dalton's great. We have to decide whether in the future we decide to go to a city first, or we got to go see our plot of land, and obviously kick off
yeah.
anybody that's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just so you know, Dalton City is about 200 miles away.
Holy shit.
How many miles is a hex?
6. So that's the 23-24 miles away, or 24 hexes.
33.
It's like 33 hexes.
Oh, 33
away.
hexes.
Yeah,
Oh
it's like
yeah,
30
yeah.
something hexes.
How far did we go total on this trip? Like, how far is it to
We
the
let's see. We
the
started
bandit fort?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it was 6 miles. Well, 36 miles. Then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was
48.
16 times 6. So yeah, we traveled a fair deal.
We did. That's actually pretty good.
96. How far away is Dalton? 200.
Like 200.
That's not bad. That we literally did half of that already. We would just have to do what we did, and then do it again, and we could get to
And-
Dalton.
And never get sidetracked or nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the thing.
we got sidetracked a ton and still got 16 hexes.
Yeah.
96 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, when we pick it back up, my vote would be to go check our plot of land, and then maybe
Yeah.
move on to something bigger from there.
Bigger and better. You know, both.
Oh yeah.
Better than this plague ridden
All right.
town.
Well,
Okay.
that was a cool episode.
Yeah.
It was a cool wrap episode. You know,
I was so prepared to die.
me too.
Same.
The Gatling gun really
Well,
Did some impressive
what
stuff.
what did it was that round of surprise that you got, and you got the first turn, so it like really just like swung the tides of battle in your favor. You know?
Yeah.
We did it. Good job, everyone. Pat yourselves on the back
Woo.
right now.
And this is episode 4. That's a good solid campaign.
Yeah.
That's like
Mini. Yeah.
That's like 9 hours of gaming.
9 hours of gaming.
You're
And
That was a
that's
good one.
what
This
we
is
were
fun.
able to do
You're
with
welcome.
16
Yeah.
hexes.
This is fun. So John Davis.
Yes.
Tell us where we can support In the Light of a Setting Sun and what the plans are for it.
Yeah, so you can support In the Light of a Setting Sun over at itch.io, civatsanctum.itch.io. Yeah, it's only $5, so you get a pretty good deal on it, and you get updates on it pretty regularly. Right now, it's in the process of layout, and I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
It's looking really, really good. Got Micah Anderson working on that. Yeah, so it's been a labor of love, but I think it's really coming together right now.
Mm.
Can't wait for it.
I'm a fan. Do you got when we get in a cover preview?
We can get one right now.
Oh hell yeah! Send that to me on Discord. I'll toss it up here.
Yeah, 1 second.
And what's the plan is to eventually do a hardcover print? Is that what's going on?
That is the eventual plan. I'm still working on that. Basically, my idea is to have a short rules section, and then the rest of the book to be padded out with a notebook, like White Hack. Which
Oh, cool.
I know you guys don't have a high opinion of White Hack, but
Oh, whoa. That's
Listen.
not the full story.
I think it's a very interesting game. I think that whoever wrote the 4th edition or whatever forgot that like people haven't been following along since the beginning. Anyway.
all right, that's fair. I love
It's immersion,
the
brother.
idea of the notebook section.
Yeah.
So
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a really cool idea.
yeah.
I almost snagged 2nd edition. It's actually not that expensive on eBay because I have 3rd edition. I want to start at 2nd and see if it's a little bit more approachable in the earlier versions. I really want to find 1st version, but can't find it.
Mhm.
So that cover.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Boom, boom. I never got a name. Still questing.
Still,
Didn't do
still
anything
no
cool
name.
enough. I don't think I did anything cool enough. I thought maybe if I killed the werewolf, but then I think Martha used renown or something to kill it or
Yeah.
something. And
Oh,
then I
I-
wasn't on the Gatling gun.
Martha blinded it, and then I think I shot it in the head.
There you go. Yeah. Because I was up front
You-
just like dicing the thing up for like round and round and round, and then someone else shot in the head. And I was like, God damn it, I can't be wolf killer or anything. You know?
Name me something like Wolfgang.
Yeah. But nope. All right.
Well, if you died, I would have made sure to give you a name.
Well, thank you.
It's been like John or something.
Joseph, maybe Luke.
Hey,
No, I just meant something biblical, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's also why I suggested Joseph or Luke.
What does Doretto Da mean?
directed by.
Ooh. PDF, so I already have this queued up. Look at that. Those are colors. I love the skull coming out of the gun there.
Whoa,
Yeah, I'm a big
that's
fan of that, too.
awesome. Whoa, that's a great cover.
Yeah. Yeah, Micah really outdid themselves on this.
Holy crap, yeah. Oh, dude, I love that cover. I'm so stoked for that.
Oh, looks great. I'm going to try to get a
I'll
little bit
take
more
two.
of it in. Yeah.
Man, you should make that into a poster. I'd buy that poster.
Yeah. Oh, it
That would be
looks
a
like a
sick
poster.
poster.
So for those in podcast land, they can't see it. It's very nice, bright. It's got this gun in the bottom right corner and a lot of like in dark blues and light blues with this skull kind of smoke coming out the top of it in a light blues and whites. And then so the whole like kind of top of it is light blues and whites. And in the bottom, it's oranges and yellows. Very, very awesome contrast. And then it says, Doretto Da, John Davis, Tombstone edition in the light of a setting sun. Very southwest font style, and then role playing in the weird west. in the bottom, and then presented in Technicolor. Damn, I wish we could bring Technicolor back. The fact that the technology
Same.
basically doesn't exist sucks. And then the Civic Sanctum logo in the bottom right in a nice navy blue. This cover slaps. It definitely it's gonna be very interesting. Is this the color scheme for the whole book?
More or less. There's some artwork later in the book that follows this color scheme, but it's going to be mostly black and white text. But like I said, there is some art pieces in there.
I'm now finally seeing it because I had to open up the Twitch chat.
Oh, we could have just sent it in the cowpoke chat.
Well,
But yeah.
that is true, but
Yeah.
I didn't. You were talking, so
Yeah. Looks great. Looks
yeah.
great. I'm excited for this. So make sure you go over to the Civic Sanctum itch page. I'll make sure again that the link is below. Throw some dollars towards it so we can get towards that hardcover print eventually. And you'll see it still has the bar across the top, right? Like you're still progressing on that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's still getting there slowly but surely.
Yeah, we're slow funding over on itch, which is just a wonderful way. It kind of had bloomed for a little bit. I wish more people were doing a little bit more slow funding too. It's a great way to do it. But
I tried
glad to
it.
see that. Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's tough.
It's hard to keep driving traffic towards it, versus Kickstarter where people feel that like, oh, I only have 30 days, But
Yeah, and just like
slowly but
hey,
surely.
hey, everyone, released something 4 months ago. Remember that?
Yeah. But yeah, that has been In the Light of a Setting Sun Tombstone edition. You can always find the previous editions from John. I think I have every version and a couple of those. All the various ones that are in print, the saddlebag edition and everything. So, and then this one's definitely had some changes to it versus the other ones, and it's really interesting. So snag all of those if you can. Make sure to support this. And that is going to be us, I think, for In the Light of a Setting Sun. At some point, once we can actually get everyone's schedules all dialed in, we probably will be running Hammers, which is another game from John that you can find on the Edge page as well. So snag that and expect to see that sometime here on the show. I assume with the same crew. This is our normal AP crew here, plus John as a GM. And I think that's us for the day.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to heading out and eating breakfast because I woke up far too soon before this was supposed to start.
I get to work. So.
I sent a message last night saying don't forget 9:30, and at 9:15 I was still eating breakfast, and then looked at my clock and went, oh fuck, it's not 10 o'clock, and then I had to run in. So
yeah, no,
I'm glad that I remembered.
Fucking waking up at 9 exactly and seeing game on at 9:30, just like, oh fuck. What year is it? What's happening? Where am I?
But yeah, that's us. Again, thank you everyone that's watching. Thank you everyone that's followed along, and expect more of this kind of thing going forward. Some short, 3 to 5 session little campaigns for some of the games that we're really down to see and have some fun people on run for us. So John, thanks for being here. Stella, thank you as always. Hunter,
Oh yeah.
Always
beautiful, all 6 fingers and all. And we will see you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
See ya.